Before we get started, I'd like to briefly explain my Chakra 7 energy point spread so you have a more fulfilling reading. The 3 cards on the left are the unconscious inner self. The card in the center is the heart. And the 3 cards on the right are the conscious foreself. The card on the bottom left is the base of your spine. It's a combination of many things from past lives to tragic to cherished childhood memories. Up to today, we're always culling things and bringing new things, and we're always evolving. And that's why I'm calling it sourcing and urgings instead of foundation, as you would find in the Celtic cross. The second card up is the pelvic or sacrum, and I'm considering this awakening or arousing. This is where your spiritual awakening is, and growth of all kinds, and also includes your sexual prowess. This can be cosmic life breath. The cosmos has natural laws that live in harmony, but we don't always live in harmony with them. Top left is the solar plexus, or what I consider sensing and feelings. This is where you get those gut feelings about something when they're right or wrong. This is also a universal life force contrary to a cosmic life breath, because this is where conflict and chaos ensues in our life. The center is the heart of the matter or the situation. We're always asking questions. Why did this happen? What's going to happen next? What's going on? I don't understand. You could bounce this heart of the matter off between your unconscious and conscious self and maybe have more understanding what's going on. The card on the bottom right is your throat, and what I'm considering is teachings and communicating. It has to do with what you've learned in your life and how you're accepting society and how you're going into it. Are you living a very conservative, orthodox life, or are you living more of a new wave, do what you want kind of life? Second card up is considered the third eye, and it's seeing and envisioning. It's more of bringing things out of a linear to a three-dimensional perspective. The third eye is our pineal gland in the center of our brain, and it's activated by light, so this can also be considered enlightenment. The card on the top right is the crown, or knowing and understanding. You can have a lot of knowledge, but if you cannot apply it wisely, it's not wisdom. Then I'll be putting a card on the left to represent the past, and a card on the right to represent the future. I'll be taking a look at the card at the bottom of the deck for an overall feeling of the energy of the spread, or perhaps the outcome. I'll be using the Conley Tarot deck for all the main cards, and underneath each main card, is a miniature Rider-Waite for clarification. After that, I'll be pulling a messages from the angels, a Doreen Virtue card. And now, on with the readings. Hi there, Aries. This is your March 2017 Wednesday-Jupiter Tarot reading. At the base of your spine, you receive the Magician. It's about making something out of nothing through his willpower and ideas. The planet Mercury rules the Magician card, and it's about communication. So his rhetorical message is telling you to use all of the tools that you have to your optimum advantage. This is why this card shows up sometimes, is that you're not using your tools appropriately, or maybe not having enough ambition to use them. The clarification card is the Three of Wands. You're there. You've made some decisions. This is a movement card. You're going forward. The ideas that you have through the Magician and the tools he's given you, is now on a management plan, and you're starting to move forward with this plan. In the base of your spine, you know this is happening. Here in what's considered the pelvic or the sacrum for awakening and arousing, you receive the Three of Swords. It's the heartbreak card. Something isn't going right, and you found some disappointment. And with it being swords, maybe it was conveyed through words. This could be also illicit affairs. Maybe you're married and the other person isn't, or a triangle of people. But it's blocking you and stopping you from progress, and you're not feeling very good about it. And perhaps even on the sexual level, you're feeling resentment, regret, guilt. And here the clarification card is the Two of Swords. It's about opposing forces and equally opposing forces that are conflicting you. You have to make a decision. But it's very hard and it's very emotional for you to make this decision. Once again, this is playing off the Three of Swords with the Two of Swords, is that something has to be resolved before you move on in your spiritual self and within your sexual prowess. Here at the top is the solar plexus of what I consider sensing and feeling, and you receive the Ace of Pentacles. It's holding out a pentacle saying, with the promise of giving you more. It's a universal green light for a new beginning, but you have to work towards this. You can't just sit on the couch and have it come to you. And I think this is also working off the Magician and the Three of Wands, is that this is a new beginning, and this is saying, yes, you have a new beginning. Well, let's see what the clarification card is. You got the Page of Wands. He can herald new beginnings and chances and opportunities, but he's very young and immature, and he can overlook details and make poor decisions. And I think this card is warning you with the Ace of Pentacles to slow down a little bit and make copious plans and make sure you know what you're going to do the next 2 or 3 moves ahead so you don't make any mistakes. Now here in the heart of the matter is the Ace of Swords. This is a funny new beginning card because it can hurt or harm. It can destroy or rebuild. It's really up to you. But it also has to do with communication, like the Magician. And the Swords here are communication too. So Swords is air and words. So something is coming up, new beginning, offering you opportunities. This is the heart of the matter. And here, the clarification card is the Knight of Pentacles. Once again, you're offered pentacles. But this knight is one of the slowest moving knights. He plods along, and as he goes along, he accumulates things. So it's telling you here in the Page of Wands to slow down, and here too that it's not going to happen overnight. You just have to slow down, pay attention, and keep track of the details. Down here in the throat, or what I consider communicating and teaching, is the Nine of Wands. He's fortifying himself. He's been through some battles, and perhaps this has to do with the Three of Swords and the Two of Swords. That there was some types of disappointments, and you know that it's not over yet. You're just fortifying yourself and having a respite between battles, and you're going to have to go back out and battle with this. And a lot of this, even though this is a wand, it seems like a lot of this has to do with communication. Clarification card. Oh, there it is. The Magician. Just in case you missed it, you have 2 Magician cards. So he is teaching you. He is communicating to you. And you're required to learn his messages and also to use the tools that he offers you. Up here in what's considered the scene or envisioning, the Queen of Wands. You envision yourself as a very independent person, or this could be somebody that's in your life or walking into your life, with it being Wands and fire energy. It could be Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. But a lot of times I find that that's not really true. It's usually somebody that's carrying those types of traits, because I believe we change our traits all the time. But she can make good decisions, but they're fury decisions, and sometimes she gets involved in things and too entangled in it that it goes up an octave in intensity. And I think with the Knight of Pentacles and the Two of Swords, and it's telling you to slow down, make some good decisions. Clarification card is the Ace of Wands. There again, you have a new beginning. You have 3 aces in this reading. It's telling you it's a new beginning. Things are stirring around, and the primordial goo is starting to congeal into something solid from the Magician. Up here in the crown, the 10 of Cups. It's knowing and understanding. You're understanding that you're feeling some happiness all of a sudden. Things are changing and falling into place, it appears. And you can glimpse a bit of heaven on the other side of the cups. It's shared happiness, no. You can be happy within yourself, but you have to share it with other people. And I think this is the message, too, is that there's a lot of communication here, so you are sharing. And here the clarification card is the 5 of Cups. There was disappointment. And I think it has to do here with your spiritual awakening and sexual prowess. And here, too, with the 9 of Wands, there's been some disappointments and battles. Mostly it appears through some type of communication in words. Your past card is the 2 of Pentacles. You got another Pentacle card, but it says that the past, you've been juggling a lot of things, which makes sense here. You've got, the Magicians, and you're moving forward with ideas from the 3 of Wands. And I think what you've mainly been doing is juggling ideas around and trying to solidify them and make them go forward. And it appears from all of this is that they are. You are moving forward, but slow down. Make sure you know where you're going. The future card, couldn't get any better than that, is the Wheel of Fortune. It's an upswing of fortune. It's telling you, yes, you've been in some down times, and I think there has been some disappointments. But it's going to be better, and you're moving forward. And you're going to have luck involved in it, too. What was it that you can... A grain of luck is worth more than a field of rice? Here, at the bottom of the deck is the feeling, or more the energy of the reading, or the outcome, and you have the Empress. The Empress can be about sensual feelings and sex. And here, that's where you got stopped over here with the 3 of Swords and the 2 of Swords. But she can also be about fertility and the birth of something, a project, an idea. And I think with having the 2 Magicians, this is what's been going on, is that you're now on the cusp of quite a few new things. And it has to do with making money, extending your ideas out into the conscious world. And you will have luck in March with that. Now here's the Enduring Virtue Messages of Angels card. You got Astara. Tara means star, the name or the word Tara. And she says, you deserve the best. Reach for the stars with your dreams and desires, and don't compromise. I've seen this with the star card, but you didn't get the star card, but it's telling you that you have dreams and desires, and you're going forward with them. Wish you all the luck, because you certainly have it in the future card.